let's get started coloring this beauty, which I've already started. And I'm going to layer the skin tones with the Ohuhu markers, guys, and a pencil that I kind of picked out of the swatch. And so let's get into it and continue to layer her. Let's start with the foundation of her skin tone. And let's talk about Venus entering Taurus, because Venus does enter Taurus tomorrow the 6th. And as Venus does enter Taurus tomorrow the 6th, the good news is it's going to be a beautiful day for everyone, soul family. Because as Venus actually just kind of get ready for a glow up. That's the energy that it's all about. You know, Venus with that energy together is about love and beauty just flourishing in such an abundant form, okay? And so, you know, when that love planet of Venus, because as you know, Venus is the planet of love, you know that. And, you know, when she just really blooms in the sign of Taurus, because she is the planetary ruler of Taurus, you know, so Venus actually in House of Taurus is so comfortable there, guys. And so as she enters her, you know, domain, where she thrives and blooms, you know. And again, Taurus and Venus together, you know, in your birth chart, this is where it will affect you guys most. And you will. Okay, so I already started to layer this beauty here. We starting with skin tones, and I'm starting with the Ohuhu markers, of course, and I will add crayons. And so this will be layering the skin tone for her. But as we layer her skin, let's talk about Venus entering Taurus tomorrow for you guys. And, you know, look at your astrological chart and see where this placement will affect you guys, because it's going to be for the good. With this happening tomorrow, it's a really good transit for everybody, June 6th. And, you know, when Venus returns into its sign of her rulership, because of course she rules the zodiac sign of Taurus, you know, it's a beautiful thing. It's glow up energy, abundant energy, you know. So you guys will, you know, really experience abundance and good luck for a lot of you guys as we, you know, tap into the weekend and the weekend unfolds, you know. I love that for y'all as a collective, because boy, don't we need some good energy to come in, you know. And, you know, it's a sensual energy of Venus. And, you know, when you have that energy, you know, and it's all about the simple pleasures and just, you know, enjoying the simple things. And that's what made me create this particular, you know, illustration, because Taurus is the zodiac sign that actually represents and rules the 5 senses, you know, good food, touch, all the good things, you know. So you guys with that Taurus energy should be feeling really grounded and just finding, you know, stability in both love and finances. So you'll be able to focus on your love relationships, you know, more, as well as, you know, even when it comes to your finances, okay? You know, of course, Venus, again, is the planet of beauty and charm, you know. And it's a really good energy when it comes into the fixed sign, because it secures and keeps things practical in that Taurus energy, guys, you know. And so it's like goddess-like energy when you combine the two. So get into your goddess energy, soul family, you know. Okay. You know, amp up and make your environment beautiful, the aesthetics, make yourself feel good. Do the things that you enjoy. Take a spa day, pamper yourself, you know. So family, you guys deserve that, you know. This is truly an excellent time for you guys in this transit and over the weekend to manifest, you know, manifest and plant seeds for love, for money, and self-love, and all of the good things that you desire. This is a really good energy to plant those seeds so you can see them come in to fruition for you guys, and a lot of energy to come into full bloom. And I'm going to talk about how Venus and Taurus is going to affect each one of your zodiac signs as we continue this beauty right here, getting her color. So we're starting with her skin tone, like I said, and we'll layer with the Ohuhu markers and the actual pencil as well. My beautiful Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, as I layer this beauty, let's talk about how Venus and Taurus is going to affect you guys, okay? So Aries, my beautiful Aries, Venus and Taurus is actually charming, your second house of money, values, and security, which is the home of Taurus, okay? So with this actually happening in this second house, it's encouraging you guys to prioritize the people, places, and situations that will bring you long-term, values, okay? So really consider treating yourself to a luxurious and fabulous, experience, okay? Of just I'm sorry, guys. I love y'all. I had to take a pause because I was trying to listen to the updates with the Diddy trial. Don't laugh. I was listening to Armand on YouTube. Okay, Aries, as we layer this beauty, I'm sorry. Make sure that you guys indulge in that really good dinner. Treat yourself, okay, over the weekend. And just consider, enjoying the experience and just take time to treat yourself, all right? Prioritize yourself. And I think that was what I said in my daily angel messages that came up for just the collective in general, okay? So enjoy yourselves and, spend that time with you and buy yourself, treat yourself to a quality item that you will cherish for years to come, all right? Peace and love. I'll see you guys soon. Treat yourself, Aries. Taurus. Okay, as we layer this beauty, what I want you guys to know, my beautiful Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising, okay? Listen, Taurus, you guys are just very sensual and magnetic in this energy space for you guys, especially with you guys being, in the house of with your celestial ruler in your home, house for Zodiac. And the beauty of this, guys, is that you are irresistible and in irresistible territory, okay? So I love that for y'all. Your self-care routines are slow like honey. You guys are really irresistible with this energy. It just amps it up and turns it all the way up for you guys, okay? And so you are like unapologetically indulgent, and remember to treat yourself because you deserve it, Taurus, okay? It's your time to shine. And whether it's a romantic interest that you have your eyes set on, or, even just a small mini makeover, just remember the planet of beauty is in your house and she got your back, all right? So y'all treat yourself, enjoy yourself, and just do your thing, all right? Be safe. Peace and love. I'll see y'all. Okay, I already started to outline our color in her beautiful skin, and I just wanted you guys to see how I was kind of outlining the areas, for her hair, and we'll get into the details of, some of her accessories next. I'm trying to decide which color schemes that I'm gonna go with. But let's talk about Gemini. Gemini, how is Venus going to affect you guys, tomorrow with this transit? And with Venus and Taurus coming through your mysterious, your 12th house, right? What's gonna happen is, that's your 12 houses of your beauty sleep, your unconscious patterns and repressed energies. So, bringing those hidden desires to the surface is what you guys are going to be feeling. So, either you're going to be journaling for some or just in, you know, or your type of therapy that you do to, you know, take care of you and your needs, you know, you're going to find yourself reflecting on the past and reconsidering, you know, what you truly want from a romantic partner for some of you guys, or really connecting with your partner even more deeply, you know. For some, it'll be different for you all, but make sure that you treat yourself to a quiet evening and reconnect with your heart space and your heart chakra. All right, Geminis? My Cancers, Sun, Moon, and Rising, Cancer. You know, this energy of Venus and Taurus, this energy is going to, you know, really, really boost you guys, you know, energy with friends. Because when is the last time you spent time with your besties? Ask yourself that, Cancer, okay? You know, you gotta ask yourself those things in this energy space, because this is going, Venus is coming through your 11th house with sweetness and sweetening things up with that Taurus energy. And 11th house is all about associations and community, you know, and social networks. So you guys may be finding comfort tomorrow, you know, within your group settings, or just experiencing deeper connections, you know, with like-minded individuals or your people, your tribe. Okay, so, you know, planning a cozy gathering on a Good Friday will be something really good for you guys, Cancer, as you guys push through. Okay, so, you know, make sure that even if it is, allow self-care in the process of even planning something like that for you guys, and just nurture your bonds, Cancer. Okay. Of course, I have already kind of did some of her accessories. I had the idea of maybe trying to create a diamonds effect. I am new to this, guys, so I'm trying to come up with my ways of how I feel like it should look. I also outlined her nails. I'm still trying to come up with what I feel like I'm going to do in regards to her lips and her shirt and stuff. So I'll figure that out. But Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, my beautiful Leo lions. You guys, this is the deal with Venus entering Taurus in the 6th house. That energy, of course, is, you know, going to be really good for you guys. 10th house of reputation, okay, and career. It's time for you guys to, it's a real good energy to invest in yourselves and any creative ideas or anything you want to do to spruce up, you know, any projects y'all already working on, you know, upgrading your personal brand, you know, whatever you have in mind in that regard. Now's the time, because again, you are shining, and with this energy, you are the star of the show, Leo. So peace and love, and, you know, invest in you and yourself and what you are creating, your creative projects. Okay, Leo? My beautiful Virgos, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You guys are, with this Venus and Taurus energy, you guys are, you know, this is going through your exotic, your 9th house, your house of, you know, travel and adventure, wisdom and philosophy. Okay, so in this energy for you guys, Virgo, this is about, you know, encouraging you to explore new horizons, you know, step out of your comfort zones, go on an adventure, you know, set up or make plans to take a luxurious vacation ahead. You guys really deserve it, you know. And if it's not a vacation, investing in a long-term vision that you've, you know, been thinking of or had your mind set on, that would be really good for you guys at this time. So don't be afraid to crave new experiences and really indulge, all right, Virgo? Step out of that comfort zone. Set out for that adventure. You deserve it. Peace and love. Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is all about you guys, too, in this transit, as Venus is your celestial ruler. Thought I would do the roses and add more pinks in there, even though I already outlined it. And I like the way they're coming out. I'm trying to learn the colors too as I do the swatches, so it's new for me, guys. But my beautiful Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising, like I said, this is in y'all 8th house. That's the house of forbidden sex and, you know, other people's resources and other people's money. And connection. So this is a time for you guys to really take advantage on shared resources at this time, and your intimate affairs, connecting really close with that. You guys could be building a financial security with a partner right now. For some of y'all, it's different for you all. Or you guys could be having those honest conversations that need to be had right now, those taboo subjects that need to be brought up. Doesn't necessarily have to just be about finances, but finances could be something that you speak on or talk about, and your desires in the relationship and what you desire in regards to the things that are hidden and taboo. So, all right, my beautiful Libras, enjoy yourselves. Peace and love. My beautiful Scorpio, sun on the rise. I'm thinking I'm going to outline this with some type of blue. But I'll start with a fine marker first. I have several little tools and things that I've been adding on. And just so you know, for those that, like I said, I'm new to this, but let me say what I use first as I'm doing this before I get into you Scorpios. I wanted to say that I did use a white Ohuhu. No, that wasn't Ohuhu. Acrylic paint marker, but I do have white acrylic gel pen that I also use, guys. That is Ohuhu. These are a set of thin, fine illustration markers that I actually got at Ross. If you go back and check out my channel that's on YouTube, the Common Corner Color and Show, you will see I did like we in June, so I did a May haul. You can check out all the items that I got in between that time. A lot of really cool stuff from all the different places. And another place, guys, that's one of my favorites, is Five Below. But let's get into it. Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising Scorpios. This time is, I would say with Venus entering Taurus, for you guys, is your relationships are actually center stage. It's bringing in abundance and stability in your 7th house. And that 7th house is your house of partnerships, committed relationships, commitments, and significant others, and agreements too. So for some of you guys that are actually in a real committed relationship, or you just navigating new connections, either way, it's different for you all. It's just going to be more about, as you navigate through, like you said, even the new connections, just expect things to just feel more sensual and, even more affectionate, which, you guys like, you know what I mean? And enjoy yourselves and take this time to really nurture your bonds through quality time, and think about having some deep conversations at this time. That's the energy with that Venus and Taurus energy for you guys. All right, my beautiful Scorpios. So deepen connections and peace and love out. Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising. Well, I have, if you can check out my girl, I've done her baubles, I've done her hair, got a little bit of glitter. Use my, those are actually the Grabby gel ink pen, the glitter pens that you're seeing. But I don't know, I'm still debating on how I'm going to design her shirt. But Scorpio, sun, on the horizon, let's get into it while I decide this thing. I might end up doing some type of two-tone. I don't know. I'm just going to go with it. But Scorpio, sun, on the horizon, your relationships, again, I think I already did, Scorpio. Yeah, I did. Sagittarius, sun, moon, and rising. Okay, I guess y'all can see that I've used my Grabby glitter pens. I don't know where I'm going with it. I want it to be as luxurious as possible. as well as just trying to decide. Maybe I will give her like a two-tone shirt. We don't know. Let's just figure out and see. But let's get into it, my beautiful Saggies. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I'm just going over with the fine illustration marker. But you guys need to stop and take a moment to savor the beauty that's all around you, okay? Especially significant with the planet of love. This is all about your sixth house of routines is where this transit is happening for you, my Saggies. And, you know, sixth house is your day-to-day. So this is about considering all the, you know, more reason why you should request a personal day. Take some time for yourself, some well-deserved rest time, you know. You guys are always moving and moving, so get some relaxation energy. You know, Venus and Taurus just reminds you guys to, you know, take pride and gratitude and be thankful for the little things. You know, that's the energy of Venus and Taurus for you in this transit. And, you know, think about organizing your workspace or, you know, even incorporating some wellness, you know, routines and more healthier ways to do things in your day-to-day. You know, even meditation for some of you guys. And you know what? Romance could just might show up for you guys and really bloom, you know, during a work time or adventure or just fitness class. You know, you never know. And that's for my single ones. And you guys that are already in relationship, things could just get really physical. I love y'all, Cedric. Enjoy the transit. Peace and love. See y'all soon. Cappies, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This Venus transit and how it's going to affect you guys. I don't know, y'all. Y'all see me. I'm on some two-tone. I'm coming up with some ideas. But right now, I'm just using a fine illustration marker to outline my idea of what I'm going with. But, you know, Cappies, Venus is, you know, in the sign of rulership. And it's transiting your seductive house. Your fifth house of partnerships. You know, that fifth house is about romance and passion and self-expression, you know. And that is the energy that it is in for you guys in this transit. So this is a time for you guys to, you know, think about your romantic longings, things that you had on your mind, muse type of vibes, you know. And you guys could find yourself maybe even falling deeper, you know, I would say deeper for your significant other. And that's for y'all that are in relationships. Or just perhaps rekindling a spark, you know, with a crush that you've been, you know, feeling, vibing with. So it's a great time for you guys to indulge in creative endeavors too, because those creative endeavors that you have and projects can bring you joy at this time as well. So treat yourself, don't cheat yourself, Cappies, you know. Peace and love, and I will see you guys soon and in the next one as well. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You know, grab your player slippers, your fluffy slippers, and just, you know, the scented candles and, you know, bake your favorite cookies, cook your favorite foods, indulge and treat yourself or just treat your significant other. You know, this Venus transit is really cozy and this is in your fourth house of home. So enjoy time at the house, you know, turn it up and enjoy home and family and your emotional foundations, you know. It could be, some of y'all might even be redecorating or just spending time with your loved ones, you know. Getting a little closer with, you know, y'all in relationships, getting a little closer with your, you know, with your love. And this will just bring you guys peace and fulfillment at this time. So enjoy the time, you know, Aquas. And, you know, like you said, you may be drawn more to your family at this time too and your loved ones. So this is the time for you guys to continue to strengthen those connections. All right, my beautiful Aquas. And I will see you guys soon, and in the next one, okay? Peace and love. My beautiful Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Last but not least, and I think I'm going to do two-tone. So you see I'm starting with the fine pink one, just kind of going in with the details. I'm going to come up with what I do as I go forward. And So Pisces, this particular transit with this Venus and Taurus energy for you guys is really charming energy all around you guys, you know. It is, you know, thinking about the energy of like dancing in the ballroom in your mind. You guys are such creative. So it's about your curious third house of communication. And that's the energy that it falls in on the wheel for you guys. And this is going to be a really perfect time for you guys to express yourself and just indulge in your affections and musings. And you know, it could be something simple like sending a thoughtful message or having a heart-to-heart with a sibling, you know, or even a friend for that matter, as well as your words are just really sweeter and just caramelized energy at this time for you guys. So everything you say is just so much sweeter, all right, Pisces? And I love that for y'all. You know, it's really just laying it on thick so y'all can kind of have y'all way. So enjoy this transit, indulge, and just enjoy your, you know, time with your friends, and also treat yourself too, Pisces, okay? You deserve it. Peace and love.